But the main thing that I really wanted to talk about was, how we letting these guys just duck and acting like, we're just sweeping it under the rug. They saying that, like Teofimo Lopez saying that he has to handle business. Why isn't that called ducking? Why is that why is him, beating around the bush, not owning up, not saying that, everybody knows he's not the real undisputed champion, and the fans know it. He knows it. The fans are saying it, and he keeps trying to push his narrative that he's undisputed. But in reality, he's not. So why aren't we, Ak and Barack? Why aren't y'all even pushing for the fight? Why aren't y'all saying, no, you're not undisputed? No, we don't think you should handle business. We think that you should fight Devin Haney.
Well, we just had him on and we asked those same questions. Here's the thing. I'll give you our perspective. So, he's telling us that he worked hard he beat, in order to win that IBF, he had to beat Lomachenko. He doesn't want to vacate none of those belts. So if the mandatory does not want to take step-aside money, right, he has to fight him. He says, or he would have to vacate the title. So that's his take on it. And yeah, we want the fights. I'm really confused about the WBC and that whole fiasco. So it's hard for me to dissect it and tell a fighter.
But it's not even about the WBC at this point anymore, because if we make the fight happen, it wouldn't even be no type of confusion, no type of, we could try to keep putting it on the WBC all we want. But at the end of the day, we got to put it on Teofimo Lopez as well, because I'm a fighter that's pushing for the fight. I want the fight to happen. I want to know who's the real champion, who's the real WBC champion, who's the real undisputed king. So we could keep trying to put it on the WBC, but in reality, if we fight, the WBC would have no say in it at all. The winner would just be the winner.
What about his mandatory though? What do you say about that? What I mentioned earlier about him not wanting to lose the IBF and the mandatory not wanting to take step aside money, because he said they were willing to do that to fight you.
When a fight is so big and it means so much, and it's for all the belts, the mandatories step aside basically at the end of the day. It is what it is. That's just how it goes. He can try to push that narrative, and you guys can try to push that narrative. It must be some Brooklyn shit going on. Y'all must be on some New York.
No. We relaying what he just told us.
No, hold on. Let me talk for myself. First of all, if you watching the show, bro, you see that I'm the one saying to Mauricio, hold on, this is confusing. Who's the champ? Is Devin the champ because he got the belt? And we just had Teofimo on, and he was like, I got all of the belts here. And I'm like, and I think Ak must have asked him, yeah, but is that the regular belt? He said, yeah, but I said, nah, that's Devin's. Devin has that. Yeah, so it's not like we don't push it. Sure. Yes, that's my friend. Yes, I love him. I love you. I want to see y'all fight, but what can we really do but say that? That's all we can really do. And you're the fighter, and you see how hard it is. So imagine how hard it is for us. I'm not gonna sit here and let you think.
It's you guys. It's not me. It's you guys. You guys gotta push that narrative. You guys gotta push it, because at the end of the day, I'm just a fighter. At the end of the day, y'all are fans of the sport. Y'all are y'all really know the sport, and y'all know the politics and the stuff that comes with it. So
that's true.
The fans listen to you guys. They believe in what you guys say.
We push the narrative that this is the best era in boxing history, and we say that you and Teofimo and Tank and all those guys are the Hagler and Hearnses of the world now, and people need to. So but we gotta fight each other though. We have to fight each other. Exactly. So we can only take it so far, and we'll talk to Eddie Hearn about it. We talked to Bob Arum. We just had Bob Arum on. So we drill everybody possible, but we can't sign those contracts. But we on it, trust me.
This is also the thing. Look, if Teofimo comes on our show and say, yo, I got a mandatory, so we say, okay, what about step-aside money? I asked him that. He said he's not taking. You got to come to tell us and say he lying. You got to come and say, nah, he's capping because I spoke. That's what we got to hear. You got to say, I spoke to so-and-so, and they going to let the fight happen.
It's a whole lot of cap going on. That's all I got to say. I'm not
so
going to say
tell us what he's
because I don't even say
break
that.
It down. Tell us what he's lying about. What is he lying about? Break it down for us.
Because first he said that he was sending me a contract. First he said he was sending me a contract and sending Cambosos a contract, and whoever signed it first was going to get the fight and all this. So that's cap. Then he say he's undisputed and yada yada yada. That's cap. Every day is something new. So it's something new, and in every interview he say something totally different. Then they want 10 million. Then they say they want 10 million.
That's why we got to do a face to face, because literally we just spoke to him. If we had a face to face, then the fans will start saying, "All right, they're gonna pick a side." That's how fans are. They're gonna pick a side, and they're gonna be real aggressive.
And we've been asking for that. We've been asking. I talked to your pops about it, to have both of you on the show at the same time, so there's no confusion.
If the man said he want 10 million to fight me, what does that sound like to you? He received 1 million for Lomachenko.
Yeah, that sound like too much. If he said that sound like too much.
Does it sound like
again, no, maybe he's saying that because now he got all of these belts. He got the other 3 belts. Maybe he's saying that because he just beat the pound for pound guy. You know what I'm saying?
But
10 million.
Loma had that before he fought him.
That's a good point.
Yeah. No, that's true. All right. I want to ask you.
Does it sound like a duck?
Listen, well, I guess knowing him, I think that all of you guys are willing to fight each other, but this has become such a business, boxing, that is going to interfere with it when there's different promoters involved and networks. It's just not going to be as easy, and that's unfortunate. Like, I feel you. The fight should happen. Like, no doubt about it. I want to shift.
What we got to do to make it happen? What we got to do to make it happen then? I'm willing to do whatever we got to do to make this happen.
Y'all need to keep pushing the narrative and keep pushing the fight. Don't let him get away easy. Stop letting him skate away with these lies and these excuses, because it's cap. I'm telling you right here.
You see, the same way I look at him, I look at you and say that I think you want to fight him. I also think he want to fight you. Now, we need somebody from the IBF saying, all right, we'll let that fight happen. Then we know. I can't just say, all right, because Devin say he capping, then he's capping. I got to hear from the IBF to say, yo, we're going to let that fight happen for the undisputed. Then that narrative is going to
be
hard. So then you say, I got to hear from the IBF. And then tomorrow, guess what you're going to say? Oh, I got to hear from the WBA.
Me? I'm going to say that? I'm going to say some corny stuff like that?
I got to hear from the WBC.
Nah, you talking to the wrong person. I ain't going to say no corny stuff like that. There's only one belt that's talking about he got to fight Kambosos.
There's only one mandatory.
There's only one mandatory. If we can get past that, let's see the biggest fight.
Matter of fact, that's what we're going to do, Devin. We're going to get the IBF on the line. We're going to ask him, is it true that this Kambosos doesn't want to take step-aside money to fight, for Teofimo to fight Devin? We'll get to the answers.
Listen, but that's really up to the promoters for real. If, they understand that, you guys have a platform and they just they'll say anything for a platform. At the end of the day, when the promoters reach out and when them dollars, when you're talking them dollars and it makes sense, then who knows what they would say.